Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy JD. Yep, brace yourselves for this one. As you've seen by the title and thumbnail, we're going to be reacting to the woke teachers of TikTok. Oh boy. Yeah, as we all know, the classrooms have been taken over by the progressives, and they love to make sure social media and obviously their students know about their gender identity and a lot more. And I genuinely think this video is the biggest advert for homeschooling you'll see this week. And it's only Monday, that's how bad these videos are. I'm not even kidding. Now, before we get into this mess, if you could, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and let's all learn about pronouns together. And worse. Are there students that refuse to respect your pronouns? This is the biggest priority in the classrooms. Apparently.
So, first and foremost, what are my pronouns? They, them. So they all know my pronouns. It's they, them. It's quite simple. And then the next question was, do y'all respect those pronouns? Yes. I feel like some people think that, like, for whatever reason, some kids don't respect the pronouns. And I'm like, it's not y'all that don't respect the pronouns. It's people on social media who, like, can't gather that, you know what I mean?
Respect the pronouns. Now, I don't know if you noticed, the kids within the classrooms were like, yes. They sound so demoralized, and these are the people that are allowed in the classrooms, and that's going to be a reoccurring statement I'm going to make throughout this video. But again, apparently it's people on social media that don't respect the pronouns. You mean the ones that you can change every single day as soon as the wind blows a different direction, and then everyone's supposed to be like, oh, no, yeah, I respect that. But you just can't hate on everybody else because they don't agree with you, and as soon as they don't go along with your way of thinking, it's disrespectful, etc. Same story every single time. Everybody else is in the wrong.
It's just weird to me that that's what people think. So y'all respect the pronouns. I don't ever really have issues with y'all not respecting my pronouns. If you ever make a mistake, what do I say? Teacher Roby. That's it. I just say Teacher Roby, right? Like, if do I get mad at y'all or yell at y'all or be upset at y'all? No, it's just a quick fix.
Quick fix. Guarantee you, if a student afterwards kept on getting the wrong pronouns, I'm sure it just wouldn't be a quick fix, would it? And you would get very angry, very frustrated underneath that mask that makes you look like, I don't know, Bane.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Oh boy, people are dressing up for Halloween in classrooms now. It's crazy.
I am non-binary, and I want people to be confused when they look at me. Whether it be an adult or a child, I like confusing people.
I like confusing people, regardless if they're a child or an adult. Again, teacher, teaching younger students, I would imagine, that likes to confuse them. And people say we shouldn't be concerned about what's going on in the classrooms. No, it's completely fine. Nothing's going on, yet we have teachers here who want to, well, they like to enjoy confusing people, their students.
As a school administrator, I will never intentionally misgender a staff member or student. Schools are supposed to be a safe place where kids can learn and grow and be themselves. As a principal of a middle high school, I am very passionate about making sure that all my students feel safe and included.
One of the number one things to not do is to use the wrong pronouns for teachers, staff, and kids. The kids need to feel safe within the school. Apparently, using the wrong pronouns makes people feel unsafe. That's how soft the world is. And when you think about it, right, these teachers have a huge impact on kids' lives. You know, they see them a lot more now than some parents, and they are wrapping them in cotton wool and telling them, no, whatever you do, it's in the right, everybody else is in the wrong. And that negatively affects them later on in life hugely, because as soon as somebody does something they don't like, oh, they must be cancelled on social media, I want them fired from their jobs. Actually, you know what, maybe they should have their bank accounts closed, because throughout my whole life I was told that my pronouns, the way I see myself is completely correct and everybody else is in the wrong.
We have ability in our grading system or our student tracking system to change pronouns. Preferred pronouns and preferred names, and that's exactly what we do.
I'd prefer you to get a new job. I don't know how anyone those are my preferred pronouns: get/a/new/job.
So if a student would like to change their pronouns, we can do that for them in our system, which also means that when they log on to their Chromebook, it will come up as their preferred name.
Here's my classroom set up for this year. I use warm lighting versus
Oh boy.
a pride flag, amplified posters, and social justice wall are all part of the design.
We are seeing, and I know most of you guys have seen a lot of videos like this with teachers bringing the flags into the classrooms. I've said this before, if I walk into a classroom when I'm a father and my child's class has one of those flags hanging up, we're walking out the other way and we're finding a new school. And when people bring these flags into the classroom, you're literally forcing people to acknowledge something that they shouldn't be really learning about in the first place. People are going to ask questions about the flag, which is probably their intention. Oh, sir, wait, sorry if I'm used the wrong pronouns there. They, I don't know. What does that flag represent? What does that flag mean? Why don't we have the American flag up and the questions keep on going and going and going?
I have a lot of books.
But no. We're not trying to indoctrinate students whatsoever. We're not trying to force our worldview onto them. No, we're just teachers at the end of the day. Teachers of what? That's the question I ask.
One last idea for this series about how to support students who don't identify as cisgender in your classroom. And that has to do with report card comments. Many students don't identify with the same pronouns and names at home as they might at school or with friends. And so this makes report card comments and communication home really complicated. Personally, I've been trying to take gender out of my report card comments altogether.
Wow, aren't you so stunning and brave? A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Some of her students, well, if she still is a her, I don't know, I do apologize, but some of her students are using different pronouns, different ways of identifying at home than they are at school. Here we have another potential classic case of a teacher reaffirming a child's belief when they shouldn't be, and then keeping it potentially a secret from the parents, and the parents don't even know. It's not your job to come in between a child and their parent. It's not your job to end up being the child's parent. As much as these people love to do so, they love to be the new parent, to put kids down a certain road. It's not your role. Know your role and just teach. Okay, how about you just do the thing you're supposed to do?
We heard a great suggestion from our school's GSA, who suggested to make report card comments directed specifically to the student. So using the word you takes out the need to use a name or any gender pronouns. And so that's what I'm going to try next time.
Wow. It's nice to see that somebody's getting paid to do something so groundbreaking.
So let's talk about the word indoctrination.
Oh, here we
According
go.
to the Webster Dictionary,
Here we
this
go.
is what indoctrinate means. Now, understand, indoctrinate basically, based on this definition,
I'm going to assume this is their classroom, and we already see multiple flags hanging everywhere on the whiteboard, on the curtain, whatever that is, and on their t-shirt. They have to make it known. They have to make it known to everybody.
let's talk about the word indoctrination. According to the Webster Dictionary, this is what indoctrinate means. Now, understand, indoctrinate basically, based on this definition, just means to indoctrinate someone or teach someone only one side of an issue. It means that you are ignoring the other side or the other beliefs of the issue. That being said, using the word indoctrinate when it comes to talking about the LGBTQ plus community in education is an incorrect use of this word.
No, it's not. And again, these are teachers. So not telling people about another side and only making them see one belief is the indoctrination, right? So I just posed the question, if I was a student in your classroom and I wanted to see the other side of the argument, ask the other side of the argument, wanted to believe a different thing, which would be based in truth, not delusion, would I then cause offense? Would I then face consequences? Would I then have my parents called and be told I'm such a terrible student, I offended you? Most likely.
So many people say that we are indoctrinating children right now.
Because you are.
When in fact we are just presenting them, this is the variety of how human beings exist.
Really? Well, those flags tell a different story.
Our identities are not a debate topic, so there's no two views to debate. Actually support the queer community, you wouldn't be yelling about indoctrination in school.
If you support the queer community, you would not be yelling about indoctrination. Can you see the issue here? If you question something, then you don't support something. If you question one thing, then you're the one that's in the wrong. How dare you question something? How dare you question what I am teaching? Oh, sorry for knocking the table. It's how animated I'm. How dare you question how I teach? How dare you question what I'm teaching the students? I don't know about you guys, certainly sounds like indoctrination to me. But then again, you know, what do I know? What do I know?
I have a funny story to tell.
Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do.
So I'm a 7th grade biology teacher.
Excellent.
And I wear a little pin on my ID tag that says that she/they. So they were being really disturbing and loud, so I shut that down. And one of my kids goes, "Yes, sir." I go, "Excuse me?" One of the kids,
My kid,
is like, "Well, your pin says she/they." So I just stood there like, "Well, I don't like that."
7th grade biology teacher complaining because a student said, "Yes, sir." The need for validation is quite extreme. It really is.
Hi everyone! Hi everyone! I'm Leslie, and my pronouns are they, them. And I'm Ray. My pronouns are also they, them. And what are we celebrating this week, Ray? It is Non-Binary Awareness Week! And what does that mean? Well, that means if you don't feel like a boy in your heart, or a girl in your heart, or if you feel like neither, or both, you are seen, you are loved, and you are supported.
Help me. But again, you know, as the other TikToker said, the indoctrination doesn't exist. They're not indoctrinating students. No.
That's right. We love you for who you are, no matter what you might look like on the outside. We know who you are on the inside. And to all of our friends who might not be non-binary, how can we help them support our non-binary friends? Well, you can always make sure you're using the right pronouns because you want to respect your friends. Well, what if somebody accidentally calls me the wrong pronoun and you're with me? What would you do? Oh, I would simply say, "Oh, excuse me, I see that you said she, but Leslie goes by they."
No, you wouldn't. Stop lying. You get emotional. You probably throw the puppet at the person who uses the wrong pronouns. There is a serious issue going on in this world right now within schools. And it needs sorting out. It needs sorting out. It really does.
That simple. That respectful. That is love. That is what being non-binary is about. We love you. We see you. Mwah!
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm sure many of you have seen this. It is so forceful to know that. This is scary, you know, and again, I'm sure most of you have seen this clip. I think it was during Pride Month when was Pride Month? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I don't know when it was because apparently it's every month, but during the Pride Month, this clip went viral, and a lot of clips went viral of kids being surrounded at Pride merchandise, etc., because the teachers want them to learn about it. The teachers want them to probably join this cult because listen, it just is a cult. It is. When you see stuff like this, how can people sit there and think, oh no, this is completely normal?
So I'm a 4th grade SPED teacher, and I'm also part of the LGBTQ community, and I am married to a woman. That's my wife, and all my students know it.
All my students know it. Again, they have to make sure the students know it.
And today we were talking about having kids. I don't know why it came up, and one of my students goes, "Oh, Miss Q, do you have kids?" And I said, "No, I don't have kids." And one of my other students said, "Well, it's because you're gay, Miss Q." And I said, "No, gay people can have kids, but I don't have kids." And you want to know why I don't have kids? Because of y'all. Because I have to deal with y'all every single day, and why would I want another one?
Great example to be setting to your students. I don't want kids. Kids are terrible. Look at you lot. Why would I have a kid because of you? I think that's a huge insult to the parents as well. I mean, everybody's entitled to not want kids and have kids, but to push the idea that kids are terrible, I don't want kids, and maybe tell the kids, well, you shouldn't have kids either because they're so terrible, is completely wrong.
Hi!
Oh, brilliant. See, the thing is, what I've noticed is throughout this video, I don't know who I've reacted to and who I haven't because they all look the same. Hi, I was just curious if there are non-binary terms to use instead of Mr. and Miss, or do your students just call you by your name only?
Let's dive into it. So my students call me Mix, and it's MX dot, and you pronounce it as Mix. This is not the only gender-neutral honorific that you can use. There are others, but this is the one that I personally chose. Also, not all non-binary or gender-diverse people use this honorific, so it is important that you ask before assuming.
Imagine turning up to parents' evening and you say, hi, Mr. or Mrs., and they get angry and crazy at you and say, no, it's Mix. I'm Mix. Yes, you're all mixed up, that is for sure.
And then with the honorific mix, there is a discourse around using it in place of Mr. or Mrs. or Miss when we do not know the gender of the person that we're speaking of. So that way we are not assuming gender, just like there is a discourse around using they, them pronouns when we do not know the gender of someone. So I hope that helps.
It helps so much, and thank you again for enlightening us on this important issue. Honestly, I feel like I've learned so much throughout this 7-minute video. I have learned that schools now are becoming increasingly concerning, and as I said at the beginning, this is the biggest advert for homeschooling you will see this week. It's no longer about teaching kids what they're supposed to be taught to prepare them for the real world. No, it's all about pronouns, gender identity, flags, not the American flag or the United Kingdom flag, no, the pride flag. And we all know what that represents now, because it's not just the normal rainbows, it's everything else attached to it, and they add more stuff as we go further. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the woke teachers of TikTok, the woke schools of TikTok. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you have also learned something, as I have, because that's what school is about, right? Learning. Not pronouns, but if you have enjoyed, please for me, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.